Right, Mr. Norton, banned. Actually banned. Actually banned. Good evening, boys and girls. Okie dokie, okie dokie, okie dokie. Gonna slam some bait. Slam some bronze farms. Slam some bronze farms until we wait for beta. I have the feeling I'm going to need to put something. No, Frogger, please don't ban me. I'm going to have to put something on my screen, I think, just to say that beta is when beta is. I have no info. Have no insider informations. We are just waiting. If, in all honesty, you'll know when beta's here, because we'll be playing it. That said, what I haven't seen any is any CDN updates, which concerns me. I would have assumed we'd have seen a. Who knows? Who knows? Why you go live? I go live because at some point this evening it should happen. Planet League. But I'll tell you what should. Let the world in the waiting room. In the waiting room. Did I not even tweet out? Not tweet out. Did I not even share on the Discord? We went live this morning. Oh, what a terrible human being I am. Beta waiting room is officially. Oh, let the people know. It's a good way for bronze farming nowadays. Unironically, multi-boxing is absolutely the best way of doing it. There's part of me, right, that thinks I should do an ultimate sweat guide for bronze farming. Because I reckon you can get somewhere in the region of about 80k bronze an hour. Probably not quite 80k bronze an hour, but at least 60. I reckon you can get at least 60k bronze an hour, whilst also each and every hour getting a new level 70 character. 1 hour level 70s, 60k bronze per hour. I'm pretty sure it's a thing. I'm pretty sure it's a thing. One trial account. One trial account with a level 20 boost. 4 paid for accounts. 4 paid for accounts. There's your 5-man team. Spam heroic dungeons. Boost 4 toons. Done. In the time it takes you to get those 4 characters to 70 will probably be somewhere in the region of about 3 to 4 hours. That's going to average you a new 70 every hour. It's also going to average you the bronze you get on a new level 70, which for me has averaged about 69,000 bronze. Which, I mean, that's a cool thumbnail, isn't it? 69k bronze an hour. Plus a level 70. DK per hour solo with the help of friends. Well, you're technically doing it solo, but you are running 4 paid for accounts at the same time, which is they don't need to. Those accounts don't even need to have Dragonflight on. They just need a subscription. You need to cover the cost of 4 subscriptions. I'm quite sure some people could do it for a month. It's basically the way you buy bronze. We'd be told if you want to get a bunch of bronze fast. That's basically it. I think we're going to get the beta in 29 minutes. I don't think it's going to even like be an on the hour thing. I think it will literally be when they turn it on. Plus, I also have a horrible feeling that even when they do turn the beta on, one problem we're going to have is accounts being flagged will probably be a slow process. So even when some people get account flagged, it might still be a little bit of time. The chances of it, they're just going boop and it all just working. Oh, slim to none. Slim to none, in my opinion. But we're going to slam some dungeons, I suppose. Let's get queued up into a dungeon. Do I have any level 20 boosters that want to give me auto queues? Any 20 boosters want to give me some auto queues into some heroics? Send invite my way if you do. Fortunately, horde only, because fun police and that, but... it'd be nice if we did get beta in an hour, though. I'm drinking Coke, boys and girls. I'm breaking my eternal rule, you know. I'm breaking my eternal rule of drinking Coke. Quit drinking Coke 6 months ago. I needed a bit of booster sugar, though. And it's quite categorically the best way to get a sugar high super fast. Especially if you haven't drank it for 6 months. I guess we'll have to keep our eyes on any wowheads or news articles or something. Yeah, I don't think even account flags have gone out yet, so the likelihood is that it's... Oh, I'm on Draenor, by the way. Draenor. Ah, boom. We're in. We're in. Wait, hang on. How did this work? How did this work? How did you instantly join my group? Was that a thing? Fair play. Whoa, good touch, close. I've not done heroic spam on this level 70 really.
So far, my legend begins.
I'm actually thinking it might take me so long to get all the bronze. It might actually be worth, rather than focusing on getting bronze, but focusing on getting some of the other cosmetics from all places as well. Dare I say, opening all the things and actually giving it a good old go. That's my thoughts with this. I need to switch to my farming spec. I need. I feel lost without barrage. I feel very lost without barrage. I'm changing combat. What are we in combat with? Not changing combat. Flipping. Let me change. I joined the heroic raid. I've done all of my heroic raids, unfortunately, today. This is one thing I hadn't thought about. I've I might have accidentally overshot this morning. We did full sweep of all the heroic raids, and I even went and ran normal Siege of Orgrimmar with Mr. GM earlier. Because he's freshly dinged 17, could do with the bronze, so a bunch of his viewers absolutely slapped him through normal Siege of Orgrimmar because he's working on his necklace, or was working on his necklace. Quite funny. We pulled a Mercus, and all of the light storms went off. Whatever this called, but yeah, light storm. And he was quite surprised. Wait, hang on. What's going on here? How come this cross-faction queue time business thing? Hang on, aren't you Alliance? This stupid. This is why you kill the. This is why you kill the corpse piles. Oh, you are Horde. Okay. Well, if you're Horde, we don't need to leave. We can just queue straight up again. Yeah, hotfixing it so you can't queue cross-faction anymore is like the definition of fun detected. Absolutely fun detected. Guesstimation, no catalog change, no updated build, no tagging, no invites. Yeah, I've not seen anything come through on the CDN network or nothing. I don't think we're getting beta anytime soon. I think I actually agree with you on that one. I'm not convinced we're seeing beta today. I've just realised this is why we need a level 20. Otherwise we get stinky dungeons. How's the outside? Quite refreshing actually, until my hay fever kicked in at least. They've recently mown the big grass field near my house, and I knew that before I even saw it because my eyes were like, ow. They said it would launch June 5th. Yeah. I don't know how many of you remember when they said they were launching the alpha. It took till like practically midnight my time before it actually launched. It was technically the next day for me. So the I don't Boss was dead before my cooldowns even went off. I'm pretty convinced we've got an evening of remix. That's what I'm locked in for at this point. I'm pretty locked in for an evening of remix. I might level another ult this evening, you know. That might be a good way to kill some time. All of the alpha builds were like 10 o'clock to midnight for EU plebs. Yeah, I'm not expecting it anytime soon, but if it turns up, it turns up.
Who allowed these outsiders in our halls?
Doing all raids on heroic is faster than leveling characters for bronze. Sometimes. Yes, but you can only do it once a day. Yes, if you are one player, one account. No, if you're multi-boxing 4 accounts. If you're leveling 4 characters at once, you can make more bronze by leveling 4 characters at once.
Hello there.
Need more coffee? Welcome in, Slick Rock. Good morning to you. I'm assuming it's quite good morning as well. Quite early morning still, I would guess. Seems they broke one of your favourite toys on Remix. What have you been, toy have you been using? Heck, it's halfway to lunchtime for you. I mean, it depends how early you get up, doesn't it? You've got 104,000 channel points now. I'm going to just make a channel point sink where you can just piss them into the nether and see what happens. I'm going to make a channel point wishing well. It's a lot of ads. For every 10,000 channel points, you get to make a wish. Comes with no guarantees. I wish beta would launch soon. Is heroic dungeon spam a good way for threads bronze? Yes. Pretty good if you can do it fast enough, yeah. With the 20 twink, it's more effective because you're restricted to 4 dungeons, and they're not dog shit dungeons. Especially if you're doing it with a monk that has Touch of Death for the first boss in the Jade thingy. What's the place called? The Temple of Jade Serpent or something. Monk with Touch of Death in there is Biss. Assuming it's a monk with enough stamina. Maybe I need to get my monk up a little bit as well. That might not be a terrible idea. My monk doesn't quite qualify for that job yet. Actually, I've just realised we should probably... Don't give me a shit one, don't give me a shit one. We need to queue up with a level 20. Oh, that's alright. Good ones.
Class is now in session. Class dismissed. I can never die. This cannot be!
Monk is too fast, can't have your 70s to follow it and loot all the bronze. We don't need to... Fast is better than looting bronze. Honestly, by that point, fast is better than looting bronze.
Well, come, try your luck.
Oh wait, hang on, where's my flipping back? Oh no, I've got the wrong spec on still. I swear I changed spec a minute ago. I went to barrage then, I didn't have it. Gosh. Oh, no, maybe I didn't change it.
It's unreal.
My dear, it appears we have visitors. What's the matter, boss? Getting tired? Isn't it beautiful? The weaving of flesh. You too, my dear.
Run, necromancer. Your life ends once I catch my breath.
Come,
Oh, did I change it in the dungeon?
your
Oh, what a
fate
donkey.
awaits you.
Realise. It's like 5k bonds an hour, isn't it worth looting the bosses if my hunter's not item level 400? Yeah, not if you're trying to level characters though. Whilst you're leveling, it doesn't make a lot of difference.
Forget your
I rarely loot much actually in the dungeons.
Now turn your lovely rune blades on our guests and fetch.
I can't.
I can feel her will breaking. Now, Lillian, it is time for your transformation. What?
I like just getting in that rhythm and just blasting through. Like, honestly, it's not even about keeping it super optimal. Occasionally, if I do this off stream, which I'm going to be honest, isn't actually all that often, I'll just turn the music up really loud and then just blast. And you don't even think about it at that point. Movement abilities.
If you haven't come to study, school is in session.
Can we get level 20? Has anybody got level 20? Trial account that they're trying to level up, or is anybody doing some boosting already? and has a spot or two. I'm boosting 3 ults, farming bronze thread on my main, so I guess it's worth going a little bit slower. Yeah, this is it. If you're doing, like, if you're kind of multi-boxing it, it doesn't matter quite as much because you're gaining way more efficiency by multi-boxing. Obviously, the optimal way is doing 4 characters at once. Oh, it doesn't need to be juiced. It just needs to be a trial account. I just need, I just quite simply need it to stop giving us trash dungeons. Make sure we only get the good dungeons. That also means change my spec actually. Hang on. Feel weird without barrage. There we go. Woo! Now we're cooking. Barrage doesn't even do that much damage. It's just the fact that it tags everything. We are on Team EU. We are on Team. No wonder can't find you. Yeah. Manthius Draenor. Sorry, Ranthius Draenor, I should say. Not on my main character right now. Have I done Mythic Siege of Ragnar? I have, yeah. I've done it a few times. It's weird. We were talking about this earlier in stream. It's weird that it doesn't really feel... You don't really have that need to do Mythic more than once. You do it for the title, you do it for the achievement. But because it gives you the same amount of bronze, you might as well just do normal. Unless you're willing to run Siege of Orgrimmar more than once a day. I've run it twice already today, and that's enough. That's definitely already enough. You don't even need to do it for the tusks, because by the time you are actually geared, or most people at least, by the time they're geared enough to be able to get into a mythic group, you've probably already got your 20 plus bones anyway. Like, you only need to do heroic for like 5 days, which is something that you'll easily do. I had enough to buy the tusks before I even did mythic. Four starters, one main ult, just spam dungeons kind of multi-boxing. That's the one. That's the one. That's the Sweat Lord approach to bronze farming and ult leveling. Let's see if I actually need any of the appearances of any of these done. Where's that one? Where was it? World events remix. Raids dungeon. Heroic dungeon. One dagger apparently I need. A dungeon. Problem is that's not going to drop for me, is it? Because daggers don't drop for hunters. If I spec into... If I change loot drops to be... If I put loot spec as survival, will it give me daggers? Does anybody know? There's only one way to find out. Storm Stout Brewery. What's this one? Nearly empty vial of polyformic acid. Oh, this is an achievement I haven't done. It'll only give you 2-handed status. So the reality is I just can't get daggers then. I can't get daggers on my hunter. Saying. I changed that in ATT so I don't see them then. I can't use them. I'm not bothered about them. Right click to change setting. General. Filters. Daggers. What's occurring? How is a healer not getting instant groups? Wow, we're missing tanks. We're missing tanks. Crazy. Around 2 hours to do all of the heroic raids and some daily stuff, and is around 60k. Pretty much. That sounds about right. Does removing your trinkets, necks, and rings still give you a bonus DPS, or is that fixed? In the higher difficulty stuff, well, in Mythic Siege Rogmar, it still works. I haven't done it myself. I had a Warlock in our Mythic run yesterday that was doing it. And he spanked the DPS meters because of it. What's going on? 3 minutes to find a tank for a random heroic. This is odd. Odd. This is why Brewmaster's Abyss, by the way. Why Brewmaster's Abyss. I know priests do a lot of damage and scale super fast. Does anybody have a Brewmaster? Level 20 Brewmaster? Surely somebody's got one. Surely somebody's doing some boosting and has got a spot in the group. Or I might just go level the character myself. Maybe that's an idea. Maybe instead of requesting other people do it for me, maybe I do it for other people. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. Let's get off this. That. Oh, okay. That means wrong account. That means wrong account. But quick cheeky beta check. Never lucky. $69 Twitch viewers. Giggity. Here's the easy solution then. It's the 4 people who want in on a half-hour of monk blasting. Where am I up to with this dude, actually? Nearly 500 main stat. I guess if we do... Oh, I can't make groups, can I? Somebody will have to make the group. Somebody will have to make the group and invite me. Oh, who we got here? We got here 16 Volpera. Lamanizer, there's a name I've not seen for a while. Pickles. Pickles. Welcome in. Why is this not working? We're not queued. Aha. Okay. Pile of corpse, actually. One is the pile of corpse. That one. Keep getting this Gems of Power one. I really need to actually just do that quest. I didn't think tanks were meant to get stunned. Oh no, it's not tank. It's tanks can't get. What's it that tanks can't? I don't know. They can't get days, isn't it? That's what it is. Tell I don't tank much. Disconnect. Banned. Oh my god. Lag spike for days. I'm sort of half maybe relying on some of you guys to keep an eye on beta and on your launches and stuff. I'm pretty sure somebody will tell me instantly the second it happens. I guess I'm not paying attention, which is entirely plausible. No beta yet, only alpha. Damn, what a shame. Even alpha's down, I think, isn't it? Buff's out. You think Biz will put an announcement out? Well, there'll be a blue post for it. That's for sure. They'll definitely announce it in some way. How they go about doing it, I don't exactly know. Can I touch death yet? Oh, I can. Boom. How was the health of this dude not as high as it is normally? Are we doing normals? Oh, we're doing stinky normals. Who's queued us up for normals? Whoops. Nobody need notice. Professional stream.
Is that your wallet? Or are you just glad to see me?
Oh, Abominizer, my
Well,
man.
well.
Thank you very much for the gifted. Appreciate that. Thank you. If you are the recipient of a gifted sub, boys and girls, please make sure to get your thank yous out as well. Thank you, thank you. Much appreciated. Good time to do it as well, you know. Or gifted subs go up in price. Fair play. I'll check in again someday again. Keep up the great content. I will do my best, my man. Thank you very much. Right, remind me to switch this off. We'll need to switch it off normals. That said, actually, there's probably appearances I need from normals as well. Right, let's actually leave instance group on that one. Whoops. With a higher sub fee, we expect higher quality content as well. I'm doing my best. I will absolutely do my best. Dungeon difficulty heroic. Random heroics. Oh, well, at least I got my daily chores out the way for normal. Turn this in. I will do my absolute best to provide the best beta entertainment we can possibly provide once it goes live. Till that point, we're going to be a sweaty bronze farmer. Saying that, this isn't strictly the best bronze per hour, but this is a little bit of preparation when I ultimately get bored on beta one day and decide to reactivate like 3 extra accounts. Go crazy. Oh no, we lost someone. Are threads even worth farming at your point? It definitely helps. Definitely helps. I mean, there's not super value farming threads particularly, but whilst I was at least doing my dailies and stuff, it's makes sense. Beta's up apparently. You mean Shadowlands beta? Cataclysm beta. What's the gacha? Posts have started. Are they tweeting or something? Are they? They're in. Oh, your alpha has actually swapped to beta. Maybe they're on it then. Maybe the process is starting. Get this one done and we'll have a look. Can't decide if I should spend 1 million gold to get beta or early access. If you're doing it with gold, who cares? You'll make it back again. Be fine. Right, have a little look, shall we? Have a little look. Cataclysm Classic Beta. Yes, boys. Change game. Start launcher. Please hold. It shows something stupid when I reload this. Please hold. We have not ended. Do not run away. We have not ended. We have not ended. Hold, please. Ah, the War Within beta. There we go. There we go. Get your install in. How big is she? 22 jiggly bits. Oh my god, that's going to take literally seconds. Oh dear. An internal error. Wow, who would have thought giving 1 billion people access to it all at the same time would cause it to crash? There's only one thing to do in that situation, and that's keep pressing the button until it happens. I'm sure that's exactly what every server technician wants to see you do. Possibly be going wrong. An internal error occurred. Oh well. Cucked again. Cucked again, boys and girls. Cucked again. Alright. Once more. Once more. This could very well just be the preload as well. Yeah. Very likely to just be the preload. If the build hasn't changed, it's make a difference. Give it a few. Give it a few. Maybe a check it's not doing anything stupid in here. What's it called? Battle.net launcher. It's definitely not on my list, is it? Definitely not on my list. I don't want to start restarting my computer. I have a distinct problem with doing that right now. Problem will often resolve itself. Try again. That's the way. Battle.net tools folder to automatically rebuild outdated or corrupt files. How does that mean? Close the Battle.net update agent. Close Battle.net. Task manager. What's it called? Battle.net update agent. Go away. What's new? Call of Duty? Not today, my friends. Not today. Have a word. No, we're cooked. Stupid. Sometimes never lucky. Probably doesn't matter, but should we log out of WoW? I think logging out of actual WoW in the first place might. It shouldn't make any difference. EXE somewhere else, but God's better than beta. Haha, close game. Close game. We have word. We have it working. There we go. There we go. Now, fiber internet, do fiber things. Go. Delete PC, throw it out window, try again. Sir, have you tried setting it on fire and starting again? Come on. Faster now. Faster now. You guys can take that out of the way. You can see the speeds. Faster now. More speeds. Modify download limits. Download faster. Do it more. Go, go, go. Gigabit internet not fast enough. Public test around TTW 11.0. Is that the beta? I guess. Sounds about right. All the Russian anxiety just to find it. No service yet. Have they done a? Is there a blog post yet? We got a blue about this. Let's have a look. Here we go. 3 minutes ago. Let's have a look at this while we do. Right, hang on. Have they literally just reposted the? Oh, Uncover the Secrets of Delves is a new blog post, apparently. Right. How did I fix the error? Closed all my WoW windows. Uncover the secrets of Delves in the War Within. Oh, we got videos and stuff. Take your adventure to a new level with Delves. Explore bite-sized world instances, gain experience and epic rewards. You can explore alone or with up to 4 additional friends, along with an NPC companion, Bran Bronzebeard. You customize who you customize through their talent trees. Shit, now that's loud. That's loud in my ears. You guys can't hear it. You're lucky. Just okay. Gold. There's my house. My house. Okay, these replayable seasonal role agnostic adventure experiences offer a new way to enjoy the leveling in the in-game progression alongside traditional dungeons, raids, and PvP. Bring your friends or go solo. Along with your NPC companion, delves can be explored solo or with a group of up to 5 with any combination of classes. And since they take 10 to 15 minutes on average to complete, they are ideal for players who want to experience a meaningful game progression without significant time commitment. New thumbnail spot located. Yeah, where do you think my character is going to be dancing at the start of streams now? Yeah. Short adventures, big rewards. Delves can be found in any of the available zones of Kazalgar, whilst questing and exploring. They offer quick combat, puzzles, platforming challenges, and bosses to defeat. As you progress, you can find chests and supplies with impactful special abilities and powers for immediate use that can help you in the delve. With an elephantitis man with a candle on his head. Love that shit. Delves will have 11 levels of difficulty, called tiers, to challenge yourself. 1, 2, and 3 are available to players when the War Within launches. Tier 4 and above will be unlocked when Season 1 begins. Wow, they're gatekeeping delve progress. Odd. Successfully completing a higher tier unlocks access to the next tier for your warband. That's critical. That's kind of cool. That's going to mean that luckily we'll be able to power as far as you can on your main character, and then alts won't have to do the whole process again. Love that stuff. Love that. Love that. Oh, we've got the play button available. We hit the play button. Servers apparently aren't even on yet anyway, so please get it loaded. He says. As he does nothing. Nothing. Photosensitivity warning. All right. Sure. WoW 1 or WoW 10? Let me check my launcher. Which one is it I meant to be using? What am I meant to be? My WoW 1. Apparently a random ass Shadowlands account. WoW 10. My PTR account, so I guess WoW 10. No realms. Also, you guys are not actually have the right game sound, are you? Not that one. Beta. Realm list. No realms available. All right, sure. That's the back to here. We get all of the they've changed the scaling of stuff again. They've changed the scaling, and have we finally moved past 1080p for the first time in. I mean, my monitors are still 1080p, but audio. Music off. Turn the music off. Right, gonna have a little look. Delves to explore then. Popcorn and beer on a Wednesday. Let the show begin. It's going to be a slow start. It's going to be. Don't nosh that popcorn too fast. Sip the beer. Don't chug it. No point in spamming opening it with no build. No, I'm waiting for the CDN to update. The CDN watcher to update with an actual build. Until there's actually a build, none of this really matters. This seems very preload. This sounds like they're flagging accounts and getting the preload in. Get some actual. They'll turn it on later. Congrats on getting into the beta. Sadly, not even Blizzard bought the Epic Edition. Yeah. Congrats on paying more money. Yeah, love it. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 different delves. See, this is what I didn't realise about delves the first time. I thought these were meant to be procedurally generated. That's what that's what was giving me kind of like Greater Rift style vibes for any of you people who played Diablo 3. But apparently they're the same. The only difference apparently maybe for anybody that's tested delves, Zan, I'm looking at you. For anybody that's tested delves, does like the mobs and the bosses and the treasure chests and stuff actually change in there? Is it just like the same landscape? Is there anything that changes delve on delve? Or are they pretty static? A 24-hour delve stream or bust? As you go higher, it slightly changes. Okay. New season, new companion. Each new season delivers a fresh companion with a customizable talent tree to aid your journey, starting with Bran Bronzebeard. If we haven't been farming bronze enough, players can choose Bronzebeard to be a healer or a damage dealer, depending on what support your class needs. Bran will level up, gain new abilities to support you, and his level is shared across your entire warband. That's cool. As you travel through delves, you'll find equipment called curios that Bran can equip and upgrade to give him more utility to aid you in your adventure. Nice. This thing looks cool. This thing looks very cool. Does this mean I need a dwarf so they're low to the ground and can dig faster? Was that a short person joke, Tammy? Was that a short person joke? Was that discriminations? Despicable. There are some pretty cool delves. There's also herbs and ore in them. Oh. Get your druids out. As you complete delves, you'll earn experience and some epic endgame rewards similar to dungeons, raids, and PvP, such as transmog items and endgame gear. When the War Within Season 1 begins, you will also be able to earn progress within the Great Vault by completing delves. This is the only thing that worries me. This worries me a lot. This worries me a lot, simply for the reason that it's going to mean that some people will look at it as absolutely 100% mandatory, because if they don't do it, they're not going to fill a row on their Great Vault. And not filling a row on your Great Vault is like bad mojo or endgame sweats. This is the only thing that worries me. Players who reach max level in the War Within will be able to unlock a new, fully customizable mount, the Delves. There's too many vowels in that word. Dirigible? Delves? Dirigible? What the? Copy. Why can't Google just say it? No, don't actually translate it, you donkey. Dirigible? Dirigible? What the hell's a dirigible? What a dumbass word. An absolute dumbass word. I realise you also can't hear that.
Dirigible.
Basically means airship, apparently. I get it.
Delver's dirigible.
Cool. Go with that. The Delve Blimp. We'll call it the Delve Blimp. Look forward to exploring the War Within with you. We'll see you on Kazalgar. Okay. Roger that. Meet the Earthen, a new allied playable race. New playable race arrives within the war within the Earthen. Unlock playable Earthen characters after completing their quests and overall level up campaign. Enlist this Titan-forged race made of living stone by aiding them in their endeavours. Champions of Azeroth. Oh, yeah. Does anybody else get shudders ever at any time these 3 words exist? Must aid the Earthen and seek a way to restore their harmony and population. They can also be unlocked as a playable race. You can choose Alliance or Horde to begin your journey starting at level 10 in their capital city. Stop it with your champions. It's like the it's like the Mufasa. Ooh, Mufasa. Ooh, say it again. Mufasa. We met Titan-forged Earthen before in Ulduar and other places. Still, this society of Earthen has been isolated within Khazalgar for a long while, developed its own manners and customs. They are ancient denizens freshly freed from the edicts that bound them. They are now venture forth with limitless curiosity to ally with the Alliance and Horde to explore the world. Do we have a release date yet? Not that I know of. Not that I know of. As you aid them in restoring the Coreway and venture below Dornagol, tread lightly. Earthen politics are complicated and danger lurks in their shadows. Okay. This dude looks like a... do these guys have... If they don't have a Dawn crafting racial... This is the only thing that makes me think, am I going to need to switch to them? Am I going to need to switch my main character to these? Are these guys going to have some sort of dual crafting racial that I need to know about? No release date, but probably August, September. They have a racial that lets them eat gems for stats. Oh, dear Lord. Okay, we might have to roll Earthen then. I'll be gone for the first 2 weeks of August, so I'm a bit hesitant to pre-order. It's not going to be the first 2 weeks of August. It'll be very late August, early September is where I've got my money. Remix goes on until the 19th, 20th of August, something like that. That's when we guess, logical guess, that pre-patch will land at that same week. And if pre-patch could be 2 weeks, it could be 4 weeks. So it's likely, most likely to be early September or at some point in September. And if something goes horribly wrong, early October. They should have mining dual crafting. Yeah, they should really, shouldn't they? That would make a lot of sense. Many customizations are available for the Earthen, including different gem incrustations, unique beards for all body types, and a variety. Oh, we can make a bearded lady now. Oh, now we're progressive. A variety of vibrant skin colors and more. Okay. I can't be the only person that thinks they just look weird, right? Is that by design, I guess? They just look odd. They need to, like, twinkle or sparkle or do something. Becoming one with the Earthen. The Earthen can be unlocked as a playable race, and if you choose you can choose Alliance or Horde to begin with. Completion of the following will make them available. War Within storyline, X, Y, well, A, B, C, D, and E. The Level Up campaign, beginning anew from rock bottom. Help Machinist Kitron mend broken tools for reforged purpose. That's presumably unlocking the reforged thing. Construct pottery. Help Urtago and Oregon perform a ceremony. Right, these are probably important to find out what the hell they are. Azerite Surge. The Earthen draws upon their inner strength using an empowered spell that when released invokes the power of Azerite in a cone in front of them, dealing fire damage. Spells on a 2-minute timer and grants additional effects as it's empowered. 1, it deals fire damage. 2, it heals allies hit by the effect. 3, deals additional fire damage to the enemy's health most affected by the effect. Okay. You think profession racials will matter even more with concentration being implemented? Not really, because from what I understand, they are doing away with the hidden skill value. They're also likely to, at the same time, well, by proxy, concentration allows you to guarantee stuff without getting there. Profession racials were only really a thing to like push you into that hidden skill value when normally you wouldn't be able to. And with hidden skill value gone and concentration being a thing, racials probably, even if racials are left the way that they are left now, shouldn't really make any difference. Because there will always be a way to guarantee it, and that's the use of concentration. Now, a racial could save you a few concentration points, and if that ends up mattering long term, maybe, but I think it's going to be way less important than it was in Dragonflight. And to be fair, it was only 3 or 4 times it really mattered. But then again, most professions had something like jewel crafting. If you weren't a Draenei, you just didn't prospect. Scribes had to be Nightborn, if I remember correctly. Enchanters needed to be Blood Elves and definitely took... Yeah, okay, maybe there was more than there should have been in Dragonflight, but hopefully, touch anything that's made of wood, it won't matter. You get better gathering with finesse, and you get 10% base armor. Hang on, you're probably surging ahead of me here. Let me keep up with what we're doing here. So Azerite Surge is their racial. Hyper-productive increases finesse by 2%. Finesse increases the chance of gathering additional materials when gathering. Sure, we know. Ingest minerals. You're always well fed but cannot consume food. Activate to consume a Kaz-Algar gem and change the benefit granted to you by well fed. Amber's going to give you stamina, emeralds are going to give you haste, onyx is going to give you mastery, rubies are going to give you crit, sapphires are going to give you verse. That's quite cool. That's quite cool. Nomi crystals. Titan wrought flame. Base armor from equipped items is increased by 10%. That means they're going to be quite tanky out the gate, I guess. Wide-eyed wonder. When you gain experience for exploring a location, gain 200% additional exploration experience. Okay. That's going to be mathematically equivalent of like 20% of a level maybe then. Still mourning about rep racials being removed. Oh, the human rep racial. Being... Say goodbye to your 10% rep gain. Say hello to a second useless Hearthstone. I love that. Login servers are full. Yeah, still no realms. There's not actually been an update behind the scenes yet. There's not been a new build. So until there's a new build, there'll be no servers. Unless they are just straight up rolling the alpha and calling it beta. That's the only thing that might bring the servers online, is if they just like go, right, in essence, just changing the flipping name of it. But I don't know why you'd throw different lines. I don't know. Maybe who knows. Once unlocked, Earthen can master the following classes: Hunters, paladins, shamans, warlocks, priests, mages, monks, rogues, warriors. No evokers, no death knights, no demon hunters, no druids. Okay. Well, it puts my hunter in contention for a race change then. Are they Horde or Alliance? They are both. You get to choose. They are both. Did they revoke Death Knights? I swear they could be from BlizzCon. Not sure. No tick next to a DK. +5 racial bonuses still in the War Within. Yeah, it doesn't look like they've tinkered with much racials. The only racial they've changed is the human one so far. That was for reputation, nothing profession-wise. Demon Hunter, but no DK is very, very strange. No, you can't be a Demon Hunter either. No Death Knight, no Demon Hunter. No Druids, no Evokers. Earthen Druids with Stone Form would have been sick. Do you reckon it's just because they didn't want to do like a fancy bear form thing for Druids? Or do you reckon there is actually some sort of lore reason why not Druids? Or because they made a rock in the first place? It's just them being lazy 100%. Having to make, yeah. I don't know. A bit of a rock bear. Yeah, rock bear would be cool. What's their racial then? Racial mount, the Slatestone Ramolith. Unlock the Earthen mount, the Slatestone Ramolith upon completing the allied race's Earthen achievement. This mount is usable by any race and is available account-wide. It's a rock goat. It's a rock goat. Pretty standard, I think. Just a reskin goat. Duck mount when? I'd love me a duck mount. I would absolutely love a duck mount. Didn't Mr. GM tease the duck mount for April Fools, I think? Taking position 117, queue straight to disconnect. I wouldn't even bother trying to queue in. Like I'll get a Discord ping when the new build comes through. When the new build comes through, maybe we can start thinking about it. But until there's a new build, it's not going to switch on anytime soon. I'm just going through some of the blog posts now. Maybe I do a maybe we do something like this. Reload. Yes. Build. Oh. Playable. Oh. Right. Let's keep having a little look, shall we? For reaching level 50 on an Earthen allied race, you'll receive the Heritage of the Earthen, Feat of Strength, and the Earthen Heritage Armor. This armor can only be transmogged by Earthen characters. Same old, same old. Upon arriving in Khazal-Gar in the Isle of Dawn, you'll discover a lush and vibrant island. The capital city, Donegal, is surprisingly verdant and seemingly carved from the land. We've seen these screens before. I like this cliff edge with the waterfall and the buildings going up here. That looks really cool. That looks really cool. Oh, that's it. Okay, let's go back. What else we got? Take to the skies with sky riding. No shit, Sherlock. Okay. They should have just put a duck in the background or something over here. A little Easter egg or something. That would have been. It would have been a bit of a tease, mine, but it could have been good. Did they say anything about concentration being account wide or per profession? At this point, it's per profession, per character. I am more and more as time goes on believing that it won't change. Yo, you streaming at night? Long time no see. Wednesdays we often do. I often do an evening stream on a Wednesday. But also due to the fact that beta goes live at some point this evening, so. We're going to need 60 characters at max level, I see. Why do you think so many people are busy leveling alts on Pandaria mode? People are busy leveling alts because as the way things look right now, having access to a whole bunch of characters, it's already proven to be relatively useful with cooldown abilities in Dragonflight. Prothists, I'm looking at you. Going forward, that might only be even more prominent. If every single item you craft is subject to a bar, ultimately meaning that that bar is the restriction on how much and how fast you can craft. The only way to supersede that limitation, more characters. More characters. 3 to 4 minutes per concentration for the recharge last time I checked. Yeah, they made it even faster. It was taking 2 days to recharge, and they've made it even faster than that still. Which, my opinion, before I've actually seen it in good detail, my opinion is that's the wrong direction to go. I think it needs to be slower, not faster. Making it recharge faster reduces the necessity for lots of ults, but at the very same time, it kind of negates the purpose of having it anyway. Because if you can go from 0 to 5, so your concentration bar, I believe, is like 500 points, right? You have 500 points of concentration that you can store on a character. Zanzaful will jump in and correct me anytime I make a boo-boo here, but like you have 500 points of concentration, and when you go to craft something, you can use concentration, which will then push you to guarantee the next quality of craft. So let's say you can craft quality 4, but you want to make that thing at quality 5, you can choose to use your concentration. The amount of concentration you need to use is dependent on how far away you are from guaranteeing it naturally. So if you can only just make rank 4s, but you want to make a rank 5 for you or for somebody else, you're going to have to dump a big amount of concentration, a big amount of that 500 resource into it to guarantee it. Now, that concentration recharges slowly over time. But the concept of it for me is that it's designed to limit how many things you can craft, right? It's designed to mean that when you are a new crafter, just picked up your profession, you're going to have to use your brain and think, right, do I want to spend my concentration crafting this? And if somebody comes along and says, oi, Mr. Crafter, make me a rank 5 insert piece of gear here, and you go, yeah, I can make that at rank 5 for you, and you look at your profession, and it's going to take you like 100 concentration to make it, you've got to then decide that, right, well, if I spend 100 concentration, going to be a while before I can craft anything else for anybody else. So it kind of it might take you out the game for a little while until your concentration replenishes. But if it recharges too quick, and it's never really a limitation, you'll find that everybody won't even, people will stop thinking about it, people will stop caring about it very quickly, and it begs the question, why put it in the first place? So my initial thoughts on it was that they need to slow the recharge rate down. So it means that people people make a conscious decision how much of it they use, and they charge accordingly for it. And if you do blast it all, if you log on a Sunday evening and burn all of your concentration crafting, you might log on a Monday or on a Tuesday and still not have your full bar of concentration. That might mean that players have to kind of plan for when peak time is, right? If you want to have a full bar of concentration to do crafting on reset day for people, you might need to not go so heavy crafting on like Sunday or Monday is the kind of the theory that I think it should have. But if they make it recharge so fast that every day you log on and you've just got a full bar of concentration, it seems concerning that it could just be dead on arrival, because you'll never not be able to find somebody to craft you something. I don't know. Depends what they're trying to go with it. Maybe the purpose is to bottleneck the amount of max craft ranks during the first couple of months. Well, if they do that, they need to make it so that concentration matters in the first place. Consumables and materials will be the move. Screw doing work orders. Well, people know my opinion on work orders. I'm not going to get into that rant this evening, but people know my opinion on work orders. For the most part, I would rather not make any gold at all than piss about with work orders, but yeah, materials, consumables, anything you can just throw on the region-wide auction house and have it sell almost instantly. That's the play for me. Sure. Need to keep my eyes open on the Discord. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Blacksmith, alchemy, tailoring, enchanting. Oh, professions to where you can just make sort of intermediates and stuff. I was surprised to find out recently, actually, just how much gold people made off enchanting this expansion. Since enchanting was often... we went into Dragonflight with like massive hopes for Inscription because it had its finger in many pies. It's how Inscription felt. We thought it is going to have its Dark Moon card craze, and it's also responsible on making everything that an evoker might possibly want. Plus, obviously, it makes inks and stuff and things like that, missives and stuff for people. We suspected Inscription would like smash it. Then it kind of fell flat on its face because of Dark Moon cards being a scam. The Dark Moon card meta being phishing. That was a bit of an interesting twist. And then a lot of people turned their focus off Inscription, but actually the Vantis runes and the buffs were like popping the entire expansion. The ink ranks were a scam. The fact that you practically never needed to worry about them. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Doing okay on work orders now, mostly because a lot of crafters have stopped. But what we need to see if there's a new Lariat. Honestly, that sort of stuff, we won't know until the game really goes live, truth be told. Even BIS lists nowadays tend not to really come out until the content actually lands. There's and until there's BIS lists, we won't know if there's anything that via crafting is super worthwhile. There's lots of speculation that floats around prior to, but we won't truly, like, we didn't know that the elemental lariat was going to be so ridiculous until it was. Made 22 mil using mainly blacksmithing alloys and enchanting with a little bit of alchemy. Oh yeah, definitely possible. Wonder how much JC will make selling these sockets for rings. They did alright in Dragonflight. Dragon riding is here to stay and will also be available for many flying mounts in all flyable areas even prior to the launch of the War Within. Players will be able to toggle between sky riding, previously known as dynamic flight, or the flying style introduced originally in the Burning Crusade, which we're calling steady flight. Okay. I'm going to go with old flying and new flying, if you don't mind. We'll go with old flying and new flying. New flying will be available from the start in Kazangar, and players will be able to unlock old flying at maximum level by exploring the zones of the War Within and completing the campaign. Okay, sure. I suppose that's the same as Dragonflight, really, isn't it? Why don't they just give it just give it us. Just let us have it. Like, it's there. Just let us have it. I never understand their need to piss around with flying. It's such a point of contention for so many players every expansion. Like, why do they try and fight the same battle every time? Have they not learned over the years that if you piss around with people's ability to fly or not fly, or just annoys people? It does nothing but annoy people. It's a good idea to battle the bots. Here's a crazy idea. When you find one, ban them. Crazy. Make it only switchable in capital cities, a little bit like war mode. That's a compromise. It's a compromise. That said, though, the way I tend to use flying more so than anything now is if I'm going places, I'll use dragon riding. If I'm going, like, you know, if I'm going from one quest hub to another quest hub, or I'm flying back to a capital city, or I'm going to another zone, I dragon ride. But when I'm on a quest and I'm bouncing around and I'm killing mobs and I'm picking stuff up, then I use old flying because it's just more convenient, right? Short trips, much more convenient to use old flying. Use new flying if you're like going places. It's like the third lane on a motorway, you know? If you're going places, get in that lane. But yeah, maybe if it prevents bots doing bot things, although we've seen full well that bots have the ability to dynamic flight. Bots have the ability to... They've worked out new flying. Who's this Donny with 1,162 mounts? I suppose that's total. That's not necessarily collected, right? You'll be able to easily identify the mounts that are enabled for new flying from within the Warbands collection tab, which will be noted as Sky Riding. To switch between Sky Riding and Steady Flight, you can do it directly in the mount collection on the individual mount you want to switch by clicking on the Sky Riding icon in the middle of the interface and selecting Switch Flight Style. Ugh. Yeah. Five-second cast and all. Ugh. Ooh, I don't like that. I don't like that. Oh, well, that just means any that can new fly, I will use new flying on. And I'll find something that doesn't have new flying for my regular mount then. So it's either you dragon ride on a mount or not. Off topic, but got something cool for you. If it's off topic, I'll look at it in a minute. I want to desperately stay on topic. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Okay, so we're going to have to toggle between old flying and new flying on ones that support it. And we have to do it from the... Surely we can, okay, you can drag this to your action bar. So you can keybind it at least. It's still going to take it's a 5-second cast for you to switch. The 5 seconds it's going to take you to cast it negates any benefit that you would have had by doing it in the first place. Okay. That seems unnecessary. Can't I just have, like, I don't know. What I want is a favorite mounts button with 2 keybinds. Favorite mount button, new flying. Favorite mount button, old flying. That's all I want. You summon a random mount, all you like. Give me a new flying button and an old flying button. That's all I want. Knowing them, it's probably on the GCD. I mean, if it's a 5-second cast on the GCD or not. This is where they need Mr. Narcissus, man. They need, what's his name? Peter Yu. I don't actually know how you pronounce that. I'm gonna go with Peter Yu. But he needs a job. He needs a job. This is the kind of shit he's proven himself to be good at. Okay, sure. That's a weird decision to go with, but sure. The ground mounts in your collection will stay grounded, but most flying mounts will be able to be put to use for skyriding, save for a select few such as the Otterworthly Otter Carrier, some fish mounts, and the brooms. Okay. Sure. Well, there's flying then. You need a better interface, 100%. Yeah, I just want an old flying and a new flying button. Or even have them as fixed buttons, and you just drag your mounts onto them. Here's an old flying button, here's a new flying button. And you just drag the mounts that you want to represent onto them. I guess then there's an issue, you can only use 2 mounts. I don't know. I'm not the designer. This seems like just it seems like there has to be a better solution for a 5-second cast to switch between old flying and new flying. I don't know. That's it then. Has there been anything on the forums or anything? You not had any like proper blue posts? That was something. Or are we still simply? Oh, hang on. What's this? No. Have they just reposted? They've just reposted the exact same. Okay. I guess we're waiting still. I guess we're just waiting still. Apparently 11.0 pre-patch is up on the PTR as well. I don't know. It's not up yet. I wouldn't know how people would know that. The pre-patch won't be up. The pre-patch will be something that they'll keep to themselves until it goes live. I'd be convinced of it. I'd be incredibly surprised if we get to see the pre-patch before the pre-patch is a thing. Have they really? Is it on the launcher? Oh, they have. They have. They've put a PTR for 11.0, so that's going to be. Huh? Okay. Are they gonna test the pre-patch? That's odd. They don't usually do that. So you switch in the mount journal and the flying form changes from that. Yeah, you can drag the buttons to your bars. You can keybind them, but it still feels a bit weird. Did Mr. GM do a video on this? We've got time to kill. Sure Dan isn't going to mind too much if we watch his latest video. A good chance that half of you have already seen it. I swear I saw him do a video about flying or something the other day. Gone. Or did he not? Did I make it up? Did I dream it? Oh no, he did. Flying riding updates in pre-patch 2 days ago. Ooh, okay, maybe we probably shouldn't go that one.
Hello there and welcome back to another.
So, Dan's done, Mr. GM has done a little preview of this. Let's give you guys a linky poo. In case you want to go and have a look. Make sure you do your duties, hit the like button. Do your duties, hit the like button. Let's see what's what.
Video today we're going to talk about riding and flying, or sky riding, dynamic flight. I don't know what it's called anymore. I believe it's sky riding, but yes, in this video we're going to talk about all of the riding and flying updates coming in the War Within, and the War Within pre-patch, of course, is when a lot of this is.
Not have. Oh no. Let's. I've missed a bit. Whoops. For me.
I believe it's sky riding, but yes, in this video we're going to talk about all of the riding and flying updates coming in the War Within, and the War Within pre-patch, of course, is when a lot of this is going to launch. There are some pretty major changes to riding, as well as obviously the addition of dynamic flight as a default thing. But before we jump into that, guys, I just want to shout out my Twitch, twitch.tv/MrGM. If you want to see me streaming the War Within alpha, beta, any sort of World of Warcraft, I'm over on twitch.tv/MrGM every single day. So yes, the War Within alpha is fully underway, with beta coming extremely soon as this week as of the recording of this video. With the War Within, we are getting a ton of changes, of course. Dynamic flight becoming a default thing. This has now been renamed to sky riding in the game, so dynamic flight is gone and sky riding is here to stay. Unless they decide to change it back again. I don't know. But also on top of dragon riding become kind of the default way to get around, there is also some pretty major changes to like regular riding on ground mounts and regular static flying as well. And that's what we're going to talk about firstly in this video. So just as a note, all of this will come in the War Within pre-patch, which of course will be the 11.0 patch, which will bring in all the kind of system changes. And this is when you can expect all of these changes to go live. So with riding, as of the pre-patch from level 10, you will actually gain journeyman riding now, which is 100% speed. So yes, as of pre-patch, apprentice riding or 60% riding is gone. You will literally get 100% speed at level 10 from the pre-patch. Once you hit level 20, this is actually going to be the first time you get flying skill. So at level 20, you're actually going to gain expert riding skill, which was previously level...
Whoa, pause Andy. Pause Andy. Flying from 20? Flying from 20? How does that change the meta for those who like gathering whilst leveling? Should just be dragon riding from level 10. Flying from 20 is pog. Flying from 20 is good fun. A lot of people that I know firsthand, in fact, that a popular way for players to level was to do what they needed to do to get to 30, and then once they've got flying, they hop on their mount and they they gather, they pick up herbs, they do some mining, they do some flying around, they pick up some stuff, they level up that way. Kind of hits two birds with one stone. If you can level and make some gold at the same time, being able to fly from level 20 is pretty cool.
30, and also this was previously 150 speed, but this is actually going up in speed for static flying to 220% speed at level 20, so that's pretty cool. They're increasing the speed of kind of static flying for expert riding from level 20. But also at level 20, this is actually when you're going to learn sky riding for the first time. Now, as of pre-patch, sky riding or dragon riding is going to be capped at 705% outside of the Dragon Isles. In the Dragon Isles, it will remain at the previous 830%, but anywhere outside of the Dragon Isles, it will be at 705, which is essentially what the speed was with the riding abroad buff, but that buff has now been removed as of pre-patch. The other ability you're going to get at level 20 is also to switch flight style. So switching flight style is a new ability coming in pre-patch. Now this is a 5-second cast, and what this ability does is switch you between static flying and sky riding. So say you click it and it puts you into static flying mode, any of your sky riding mounts, any of your flying mounts will fly with static flying or Burning Crusade flying, kind of the old school flying style. And then if you click it again, that will switch it back to sky riding, and that will convert all of your mounts or all of your current flying mounts over to sky riding, which is something that's happening in pre-patch, where we'll talk a little bit more in detail about sky riding and dynamic flight changes.
Wait. So I am actually changing it universally. Oh no, that's stinky. That means I can't have two buttons. Like now I have two, like I just put two mounts on my bars and I have two keybinds. I have Z or I have Shift Z. Z is dragon riding, Shift Z is old riding. Not all. Yeah, it means I'm gonna go. Oh, okay. I'm already. I want no flipping 5-second cast between. That seems real stinks.
In a moment. So yes, level 20, you're going to get expert riding, which is now 220%. You're going to get switch flight style to switch back and forth between sky riding and static flying, and you're also going to gain sky riding. Now, one thing to note on sky riding that's happening on alpha at the moment is that from level 10, if you enter the Dragon Isles, you actually get sky riding unlocked automatically at level 10. So I don't know if that's a bug. In the kind of official Blizzard video, they did say that it's level 15, so I don't know what's going on there. I think this might be something to do with like account wide stuff. So I think if you've already unlocked it, perhaps it does unlock at level 10 when you enter the Dragon Isles, but on brand new accounts, it will likely be level 15 through the Dragon Isles questing, which is now going to be kind of the default leveling experience for new players, as the Dragon Isles will now be level 10 to level 70. So yeah, perhaps a little bit confusing there, but possibly a bug, possibly not a bug, but there is definitely a chance you could get sky riding from level 10. And finally, for riding changes, master riding will be unlocked at level 30. This is down from level 40. Now, previously, this was 310%, and I'm happy to report that fast flying, or the epic flying, or whatever it's called, is now going to be 420%.
Blaze it. Quite
so that is going up
blazing
110% in speed. So the regular static flying or the master riding that you're going to get from level 30 is going to be 420% blaze it. So that's really good. That's really fast. It's nice to see that being increased in speed. I know a lot of people do prefer to fly static, and that is going to be a nice choice for you to have going into the War Within pre-patch, and that's going to be extra fast now as well. So sky riding is going to be 705% at maximum speed, and master riding or static flying will now be 420% when you kind of switch over, even on a max level character, because master riding is going to be your final level of riding at level 30. So from level 30, you're not going to get anything else. You are simply just going to be able to switch between sky riding and master riding. So that's pretty much it for regular riding. It's really nice to see them increasing the percentage of static flying. I know that's something that people really wanted for a long time, so it's really nice to see that coming in. Of course, sky riding from level 20 is going to be pretty great as well. But yes, that's a wonderful segue going into a bit more information about sky riding, or dynamic flight, or dragon riding as it's known right now. So as of pre-patch and as of alpha, there are 500 mounts in the game files which have been flagged for dynamic flight. Now, that is a lot. Cool. That is actually pretty much every single flying mount, including ones that you probably wouldn't expect, like horses and things like that, are all getting the dynamic flight treatment as of pre-patch, which is awesome. I've been playing a lot of alpha. It's so fun to just fly around on some of these mounts, which are certainly ones you wouldn't expect to be able to do that, but they definitely can, and they have all the animations to support it, which is super fun. So shout out to the animation team at Blizzard. I think it's really cool to see some of these mounts getting dynamic flight animations. So yeah, 500 mounts flagged, literally every flying mount. Let's just, that's your blanket statement. And every flying mount to come in the future as well will also, of course, support it. As mentioned, this is going to be 705% outside of the Dragon Isles, which is where you're going to be spending most of your time when the War Within launches, and that is of course because Riding Abroad has been removed and the percentage is just kind of baked in at 705. And as mentioned before, switch flight style is going to be the way that you switch between these two different types of flights. Just to add on top of that, this will also affect Druid flight form. So if you're a Druid, you will be able to use all of your sky riding and dynamic flight abilities through Druid flight form when you switch between static and sky riding. So you can still fly static.
That is badass. Druid now bis again, categorically. Sorry, Evokers, you are no longer the cool kids. Druids have just stolen that straight back again. Without question. That 5 times cast is... In before the 5 seconds, you can keep your 5 seconds. Yeah. You're not really going to notice it. You'll have your dragon riding and your regular mounts, and you'll probably never toggle. I still think there is absolutely no reason for it to be a 5-second cast time. Why does it need to be a cast time? Why is it not just a toggle button? And it does it. It just needs to be a toggle button. There's no need for a cast time. It definitely doesn't need to be on the GCD. Why is there a 5-second cast time? So you this. It doesn't make any sense. Doesn't need it.
On a Druid flight form, you just need to activate that through the switch flight style. Speaking of abilities, the skywriting talents have been relocated. They're actually just on the top of the mount journal now. You can find switch flight style there as well. You can also expect the skywriting tree to be completely streamlined. Several talents have been removed, like redirection, Nara's gusts, dragon riders initiative, skyrider's compassion. A bunch of different abilities have been removed and kind of made a bit more default, just to make the experience a little bit better for newer players. If you are a new player, your skywriting points or your talent tree points will unlock while leveling, but if you're an existing player, all of these points will be unlocked on all of your characters when
you don't have to farm glyphs anymore.
The pre-patch. Also, just a note on that, your points will be pre-allocated on any new characters. So if you've chosen all your talents on one character, any future characters will have those already chosen. So any new characters, you don't have to mess around and choose all the talent tree points again, which is super nice. The only two choices choices you'll actually have are the 2
life.
choice nodes to activate Ride Along and to change the kind of Whirling Surge and the Lightning ability across the board. You can kind of switch between those if you like on your characters. As for glyphs or skywriting glyphs, these do actually have a new model, which is really nice, but also these are going to be just cosmetic for achievements. So if you want to go around Khazalgar and collect all of those, you can do that, but they're not going to affect your skywriting. They're simply just there for achievements, which is really nice. One final note on Khazalgar and Pathfinder. So from the get-go in the War Within, on your first time around, you won't actually be able to use static flight. It'll exclusively be skywriting. At BlizzCon, they did say that it will unlock shortly after max level with no reputation grind or anything like that. On the alpha, there is a Khazalgar Pathfinder achievement, but as of alpha also, it does not have any requirements. But Ian did state at BlizzCon that it won't have any reputation. It will just be get max level, basically. So you'd imagine the requirements are going to be pretty simple, but from the first time around, it will just be skywriting in Khazalgar. But that's it. That's kind of all of your riding, flying updates coming in the War Within and the War Within pre-patch. Great changes, honestly. Skywriting feels super nice. Honestly, the decrease in speed is just not really noticeable. I know people are probably going to get really upset about it, but honestly, you know, flying around and doing all that does not, you know, you don't really feel it. It still feels really, really quick getting around. Of course, you know, Master Riding getting an update with speed as well, which is super nice. So yeah, just some good changes all around. Being able to fly super early as well is going to be super nice for any new characters as well if you are wanting to level that. Of course, as mentioned, you can level through the Dragon Isles from level 10 now as well. So that's going to be super fun. So yeah, there you go, guys. That is all of the changes you can expect.
10 to 17, 10 to 70 in the Dragon Isles is going to be quite interesting. You're quite literally going to get like 20 plus. Do you reckon it's going to be... How do you reckon it's going to be paced? 10 to 70. We're going to have to test this with some Chromie time business, aren't we? We're going to have to level a character all through. I mean, people are already doing that now with boosting. Well, yeah, that's true. Please stand over there. Let me run around and kill all of these mobs. But to actually do it properly, is it going to be like 2 zones and you'll be 70? I don't think they should make you do the whole goddamn thing, surely. It'll be 2 zones, I reckon. Probably going to be pretty fast. Yeah, I suspect it will. At this rate, though, in Remix, I'll never level another character 10 to 7. Well, yeah, and that. And that, if you've got a full account of level 70s by the time Remix is finished anyway, then yeah, your desires to level more may not be
flying in the War Within pre-patch and the War Within. Let me know down below what you think of all of these changes that are coming. There's certainly a lot of them, and certainly some of them will be contentious, I would imagine. But guys, thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, please do leave a like on it and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you want to support me outside of YouTube, I'm also on Patreon, and I'm on Twitter at MrGMYT, and I have a partner Discord channel as well. And as mentioned, I am streaming on twitch.tv/MrGM. I've been streaming a ton of the War Within Alpha beta coming up super soon, so we're going to be deep diving into that as well. So if you want to check me out, guys, twitch.tv/MrGM every single day. And with that, guys, I'll see you next time.
Got to do the little jig at the end of a Mr. GM video. Dun, 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 dun. Nice one. Nice one. Good little video, that. Good little video. I think the upsides, clearly the fact that we're getting flying faster. Earlier, I should say. We're getting flying earlier and also, technically, faster, which is cool. Until you move up to dragon riding, which they're slowing down in the old zones a little bit. But either way, kind of cool. Kind of cool. We like that. The 5-second cast time to switch between dynamic old flying and new flying just seems dumb. Scrap it, get rid of it, make it a toggle button, keep it off the GCD. Just don't make people stand around doing nothing for 5 seconds every time they want to change flight style. That seems really odd, especially since I can't be the only one that's kind of got into that pattern of using both for slightly different reasons. If I then have to somehow magically spend 5 seconds every time doing it, how does is a druid gonna have to do the same? Druids have always had the benefit of instant flight form. If now even druids are standing there doing this for 5 seconds before they're I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. Scrap the 5 seconds. It doesn't seem necessary. Otherwise, though, that seemed pretty cool. That seemed on the money. We like that. Like that a lot. Have we go in yet? We go in yet? Clearly not. Clearly not. Gonna have to go. We had a no. Still not had a build. I think we're gonna get one. I reckon whatever they're doing over in Blizzard Land, not going to be. We're going to have to hang fire, I think. Maybe we jump back into remix for a while then. Maybe we hop back into remix. Let's keep ourselves busy. Let's do something productive. Quit this for now. What were we doing? What was I doing before? I might just level another character, you know. In fact, no, I've just realised the shit I need to do on some of my I know exactly what I need to do. I need to do my dailies, quick 10k a character dailies. Get another 30, 40k bronze pretty quick and easy if we do that. I guess we start with Bronze Mule and work our way through. Just soloed the whole of TOT Heroic. Feels so goddamn nice. Throne of Thunder on Heroic. Okay. Is Dark Animus fun on Heroic, I imagine? Or is it still just a tank and spank because the one thing that could potentially kill you can't really kill you anymore? I think the only reason for the 5 seconds is so that you can't switch it mid-flight. That doesn't seem like strong enough a reason to make you cast it for 5 seconds every time. It just seems like a poor decision, honestly. I'm sure they'll come up with this. I'm sure they'll come up with an excuse. I'm not sure I'm willing to do it though. Oh, the power of 49% avoidance. Oh, I see. That'll do it then. That'll do it for sure. What's this? I'm being invited to a group. I need to pick up some daily quests, do some basic stuff. This being a hunter, I won't have any problems doing it. What? Oh my lord. Okay, this dude's actually got some gear all the same. Oh, he's got gear. He's got gems. He's got all the sorts. The licorice all sorts. Well, not the party leader. What was the plan here? Oh no, I need to do all my daily stuff. I'll hop in a group and we can spam in a bit. I need to just do I need to bounce between a bunch of different groups. I need to queue a bunch of different stuff. Let's get this bit done first. How much bronze has this fella got? He has... Oh, 112k. Okay, this dude's probably done a few days of dailies. Right, where's the scenario queue? Where's the scenario? Dungeon Finder, Raid Finder, scenario should be... Okay. Back on. Right, hang on, the stream's current bitrate lower than the recommend. Hang on. What's going on here? Why is YouTube claiming it's got no audio? It does. Oh, this one's not too bad. I don't mind this one. It's going to be so weird. I'm in fresh level 70 hell. Got to remember not to pull everything. God. god, and I'm slow. Don't like new level 70s. But what is this haste? Oh, this is going to be what it's like going back to retail. Wow, actually having a 1.5 second global cooldown, that's going to be disgusting. I'm used to pressing 5 buttons a second. Oh no. Oh no, oh no. The reason for the 5-second cast is to later change it to instant and say that they listen to the community. Yup. Yup. They know what they're doing. They know. We make this shit to begin with, and then we unshitify it. We can paint ourselves as the heroes. God, I'm cynical in the evening. Remix has actually taught me one thing, and that is to spam abilities to make sure they go off exactly when they should go off. This is kind of if you are really trying to hyper optimize your DPS and stuff, instead of waiting for like the GCD to come off cooldown, oh my god, I'm killing 2 things and actually dying. Oh my god, I'm actually dead. Instead of waiting for the global cooldown off and then having your reaction time to press a button, you'll often find players spam the buttons that they want to activate next. That's a way to, you know, to avoid latency and so that they fire as soon as they should. With so much haste on Remix, I've kind of got into the habit of just smashing buttons all the same. Okay, well, that's a win. Leave that one. We should queue up for the heroic scenario also. Haste. Gems in order. Just don't do it on a 380 plus group or Animus will wreck you. I find it funny how Throne of Thunder is actually significantly, I think heroic Throne of Thunder is probably going to be more of a challenge than Mythic Siege of Orgrimmar for most people. Because you'll find mythic groups for Siege of Orgrimmar. What you won't find is many people that are that excited about running Throne of Thunder unless you have absolute biscuit. That's going to be the Throne of Thunder being the stumbling block is just a bit funny. We get through here. We have to talk to. Opens the door. Boom. No love on the build. Never lucky. Guys, this way of everything else. It's no good place to put this, really. God, fresh level 70s do like 100k DPS. It's been a few days since I've played on one of these alts. Between playing on level 20 monks and a max geared hunter. This is why I cannot suggest highly enough level a character. Like, I know 600k bronze sounds like a ridiculous amount to farm up. And it also, well, I mean it is, but it also makes you feel that you might miss out on 600k of cosmetics. Trust me when I tell you, it's definitely worth doing. Even if you look at it from the perspective of the how many cosmetics are in Remix are actually Remix exclusive. You've got 100,000 bronze-ish of mounts, a few transmog sets, but realistically, in terms of bronze cost, there's not that much that's actually Remix exclusive. If you get the Remix exclusive stuff, and you can do that in a few days, spending some time to level up a character to get into that sort of like OP, ridiculously smash, blast, super duper mega honk mode, just remember that that isn't possible in World of Warcraft very often. Not in anything that feels like current content. Sure, you can take a max level character and you can go back 3 expansions and you can one-shot everything. That's not quite the same. There's something weirdly rewarding from being able to just dumpster content which is predominantly considered current. You know, strolling into a raid with 20 other people and just smashing the pants off it. Something very rewarding about that doesn't happen all that frequently. And I really worry that people are going to miss out on that fun, that opportunity that doesn't happen in WoW like hardly ever. We got a sniff of that with Torghast. Look how excited people were in the Shadowlands beta about Torghast. They've goofed it, but the point still stood, is that that ability to be like super duper mega OP doesn't come around all that often. Count flags, what does that mean? It means that if you are eligible for beta, your account should be flagged by now. Either you have purchased the Epic Edition, or if you haven't purchased the Epic Edition, you can still opt into beta and be lucky. So account flags have gone out. You can preload it. The build has not launched yet, meaning it is also not playable yet. Yeah, kill stuff now. It's one of those where I kind of almost wish that most people were not aware of just how many cosmetics are available. I think there are way too many people that are way too cosmetic focused. And because of the FOMO aspect of missing out on the opportunity to get those, because the event's only here for like X amount of time, lots of people have put way more value on getting the cosmetics than actually like even playing the game properly. And I think people will really, really kick themselves if they don't at least level 1 character and feel that level of OP. For reference, I am absolutely desperate to do it again on another class. The only thing that's stopping me doing it is that I know that I'm going to have to... I've done the grind once, and I just fundamentally object to doing it again. But I don't necessarily feel too put out by that because I have done it once. But people who are choosing to not spend any bronze and are sat at 344 item level and are not upgrading anything and are slowly collecting some threads and slowly getting a sense of strength, but not really. I think you need to pick one character and just level up a little bit and spend some bronze doing it. I think you'll surprise yourself just how fun it is. Have the last bosses in Remix always dropped 20 threads each? Just noticed that I got a ton from Lady Shen and Raden. 20 epic thingies. I don't know. I mean, epic ones give you 12 by default, 24 if it's stamina. You mean it's giving you these, the spools of Eternal Thread? Is that what you mean by the epic ones? Not quite sure what you mean. I have a sub because of Kata, but didn't play Remix. Maybe at the end when it will be 5x all the rewards. I mean, if you don't want to play it, don't want to play it. Like I said, I'm not going to tell somebody they should play something when they don't want to play it. Full stop. My point here, more than anything, is that there are some people that are actively choosing not to progress on a main character in favor of saving and spending all of their bronze on cosmetics. Which, sure, great. But at least pick one character and spend the bronze you make on that one character getting stronger. Even if you spend 100k bronze and think this isn't for you, sure. But I would still recommend people pick at least one character and give it a go.
Let death wash over you. Clears into these waters, and my reflection, these empty waters, claim me.
I almost bought 2 vendors worth of bronze just from my level 20 twink. Yeah, it adds up. It adds up. If you, this is the thing. You don't realize that even running around on a level 20 tune, it adds up pretty quick. Just from boss drops. Okay, this is another scenario of where I probably shouldn't tag anything until the priest has done its thing. Because as they're running... This is why I don't think level 20 priest twinks are actually that good. Yeah, they're strong initially. But I truly think that they're better. Monks are better. Brewmaster monks are better. You end up dying and losing the trash XP. Well, because they're healer, they don't hold aggro on stuff. If you accidentally tag something or even like tickle its balls on the way past, it's going to turn around to you and shoot you in the face. A priest needs to slowly work through and kill everything as it goes through it. But priests, level 20 twink priests, are still just trying to blast through and leaving all the mobs behind them. That's why I think monks, Brewmaster monks are... Takes longer for them to ramp before they do quite as much damage. But I think the long-term better option is to have a 20... Oh, for fuck's sake, a 20 Brewmaster monk. Loving the playlist today. What is it? It's exactly the same playlist. It just randomly shuffles songs in time. It's actually just doing its own thing now. My stream intro playlist, I forgot to change it to anything different. No Brittany on this one, no. No Brittany this time. Oh wait, hang on, I don't need to be spamming dungeons on this dude. Oh well, it's going to be a freebie easy one anyway. Okay, it's a level 15 Brewmaster Monk in here as well. They're not juiced yet.
My endless agony shall be yours as well. No rest for the angry dead. The end at last.
Remind me not to actually dive straight into the next group after this. I need to get my Wing of Raid Finder done on this dude. That said, the Q should insta-pop once I leave this group. Ah, stop tagging stuff. See, this is my point, right? I instantly have the desire to tag stuff, forgetting that it's not a tank that's pulling everything. Nobody killed these piles of corpses. They're going to keep spawning. Go on, bird of prey. Do prey things. Yeah. Run away. Run away. Whoops. Need to boost my main cloak anyway if you want to join. I appreciate the offer. I'm going to cycle through some alts and just do some basic daily stuff while we wait to see if beta does anything. We might. I'm deliberately not doing anything too organised, too serious, too constructive right now. That's I'm practically just waiting for beta like everybody else. Thank you for the offer.
I will break you.
Is bronze account wide? Unfortunately not, no. No. Ooh, don't stand in that, that still hurts.
Piece of iron.
To think you've come so far, only to perish here. I'll honor you with clean deaths.
That's dead. Currently leveling up 81 alts, one on each realm. And black market shenanigans, potentially. That's going to hurt when it comes to leveling them all up to 80, though. Smart move, though, maybe. I've not been that smart. I've leveled practically all of my characters on one realm.
Arise, my champion.
More for API auction house flipping. Oh, you can do that on low level characters anyway, though, right? So there's not really any need to be high level characters on that, is there really? I suppose if your characters are there anyway, it's same old, same old. Oh no, what have I done? Please don't tell me I just quit that Mogashon Vaults LFR. No, you bag of dicks. Okay.
Speak. Protect the truth.
Okay. This is the strangest request I think I'm ever going to make. Can I find a tank and or healer who wants to quickly queue for LFR. I can't believe I've just said those words. If there's a tank or healer, preferably one of each, so we can get an insta queue. If only you weren't Horde. Or even somebody that just yeah. So I can get this done because I've been a dumb. One's mule on Draenor. $50 bombs watching and only 3 likes. Shame, shame, shame. Smash that like button, YouTube. Team YouTube, you've been told. I didn't say it. You've been told, Team YouTube. Appreciate the shameless promo. Means I don't have to do it myself. Boxes real quick. Okay. Have I got insta accept on? I must have insta accept on. This should hopefully instantly put us in a... Surely. Or is it still going to hold us hostage? Still going to hold us hostage for 6 minutes. If it's going to hold us hostage for 6 minutes, it's not worth it. Heck, I just subscribed, now I have to like too. The demands of this outrageous streamer. Ah, screw it. I'm not waiting around. Oh wait, hang on. Invite us for the queue too. Let's see how this works. Is that going to make it any faster? Oh, but you're queued as DPS. That's not going to make a blind bit of difference. Hey, there we go. It worked. It worked. Maybe it's thrown you in as something else. Oh, queued up as all 3 specs. Okay. Okay. Oh no! Now the healers are not awake. It's all going horribly wrong. Not like this, Blizzard. Any haste? 50 haste. 50 haste. 100 verse. Another 100 verse. And we doubled it.
The ancient vaults of the
Nice.
Mogu,
Nice.
untouched by time for thousands of years. Who
Right, let's get this deleted.
The Mogu hold considerable power over the stones of the earth. Their magic lingers on, even centuries later.
In before the what the fucks. 21 million DPS in LFR. Oh, LFR don't know what's hit them.
The door mechanism seems
The harsh reality is that there might come a point where I actively need to do LFRs again because the hog that drops specifically in LFRs. How stinky is that? Launcher update. New build has dropped. Oh, we have had a... Yes, we have had a 38 seconds ago. New build. Change that to a yes now. That means it's likely to be playable very soon. Just in time. 10 PM for me. Just in time for me to not really have that much time left.
This is not the last.
Right, we've got 3 out of 4.
The
We need a 4th yes, and then we're good to go.
allies of the Mogul. They must seek the legendary
Halls of
weapon
Flesh
and
Shaping and
defend the
Downfall are
vault.
pretty fast for both TOT and Siege of Orgrimmar,
earlier.
respectively. I always just queue for this first wing of Mogashan Vaults. It's mostly because I assume that there is the most people queuing for this one because you can from level 25. So that's my only logic with queuing for this one. But if the TOT if the 2 wings are pretty fast cells, it might not make much difference. You've already collected all of the weapon appearances from 14 tier. You should probably queue for TOT or Siege of Orgrimmar since they have different mogs. I've not really collected much of anything because I'm still just stockpiling my bronze until we go on a big spending spree at some point. Boom! Love your stuff, boys and girls. Appreciate that. Thank you. Got me out of a sticky situation. Me doing a dum-dum and exiting the queue. And that might work just in time.
Speak. What is your purpose? Speak. What is your purpose?
Oh?
You
Give me the...
seek answers.
Dude won't talk to me. Dude won't talk to me.
What do you want? Seek
there we go.
Truth.
Another quick 11k bronze for the day. Mastery. What main stat? Wood. Crit. Stinky crit. Go on, another one. Another one. DDN update. Oh, wooga. Set the horns off. Do I check for a updates here? That in as well. $365 megabyte patch. That's a drop in the ocean patch, isn't it? That's nothing. That means they're practically just rolling straight from alpha into beta and just calling it something different. That doesn't sound like much of anything's really happening. Don't know why I'm upgrading my gems. One day I'll probably come through and just delete them all. Why? Much easier to break down legendary gems than 27 individual little gems. Maybe I should. Oh. Oh wait, hang on, hang on, hang on. Not be scrapping you. Where did you come from? I'm still getting elemental lariat spam in trade chat. Because obviously I'm still technically on the Draenor server. Right, there we go. Another 10k bronze on this fella. I mean, this alt alone now technically has enough bronze to go and buy all of the exclusive mounts. Is anybody in, by the way? Or is it still a nothing burger?
Oh man, that must be busy. Like just numbers just flashing all over just all over the screen. At least
Soul is
here it's kind
still.
of like localized in like one place, just under the.
Soul is still just playing some
That must
remix.
be wild.
What's Max doing? Max doing nothing. Twitch has crashed.
You can just machine gun in this chat. That's so fucking good.
Okay.
Beta update didn't do anything.
We're still just in the waiting queue then. T minus 3 minutes. Hold your breath. Yeah, I know we've had the new build. New build. Build, yes. We're waiting on the 4th yes. We need the 4th yes, and then it's go, go, gadget, go. I'm still likely to wait until somebody just tells me it's go, go. Right, I'm going to, in case this pops and it actually lets me in, your version's still saying, okay. Oh yeah, updated to 5500, didn't it? Updated to 5500. Am I going to have to log out of all accounts? Log out of everything. It's thinking about it. Thinking about it. You can see it's thinking. Oh, there we go. Oh, it was quite more than 365 megabits. You think remix and alt leveling will have significant impact on the war within professions early on? I've already leveled roughly 150 alts. If you've already leveled 150 alts, I think you know the answer to that question. I'm pretty sure you know the answer to that question. Right. Right, I'm going to take a quick ad break for 2 minutes, boys and girls. I'm going to go take a quick pee, grab a drink, because if it lets us in, we go, go, go. Not a good start. Right, I'll be back in 2. Fight each other for a while. Fight each other and give me some connection luck. Fortunately, this only actually works for Team Twitch. I haven't found a way to integrate it to yet, unfortunately. Fight me, bitches. Where the hell? Have this here for a while we wait. While we wait. Have a drink. And a packet of cookies. Maybe not eat all. Did somebody spawn in with a Dr. Disrespect emote? I have to keep. Only fair. I have 6 with the normal ones and got like 10 total max levels. 150 is wild. You might still clipping on YouTube. I have the compressor on. It should be clipping. Maybe I need to just not touch it. Yeah, I've got both the limiter and the compressor on. I shouldn't be clipping. I've even got the noise gate switched on again. My account just got banned because I thought I'd get cute with the keyboard macros in the Logitech software. Wouldn't suggest it. You automated shit. You're gonna get banned if you automate shit. That's a whoopsie. That's a whoopsie. Rules are rules. Play with fire, get burnt. Whoops. Not in yet. No. If you get the internal error, one, make sure you've got all your WoW clients actually closed. Also, make sure that you close Battle.net completely. Load Battle.net back up again, and you should be fine. Yeah, if you're in retail, you need to close that account first. It won't update otherwise. Yeah, servers are still down. We've had a build pushed though. Oh, nearly killed me. So close. Suck it, losers. Big streamer privilege sword, that's what it is. You can pick the emote you want as well, by the way, I think. Do exclamation mark emote and then name of the emote, I think. Or it'll pick one for you at random if you just say anything in chat. My War Within account isn't active at the moment. I wonder if I can still play the beta without an active sub. If you've got the if you've pre-purchased the Epic Edition, yes. And if you just happen to get lucky, yes, you usually don't need an active sub to have access to betas and PTRs and stuff. Usually the case. Mr. Norton just throw his sword across the screen. Beta's loading on the wrong screen. You can change that in the settings. And it's just tell it which monitor to play on. There's going to be a queue today for beta servers. Wild, right? It's a bit crazy that that's a thing. Any idea which server you're going to be on? I've not seen a server list yet. So I don't know. Don't know. Can I be logged in here and also in Remix? Might as well be doing something in Remix whilst we wait. Norton's on fire. 4 kills. Somebody got to take him down. Take him down. Somebody's got to come in with a... Somebody's got to... Oh! Somebody's got to come in with a mace. I like this silly little game, you know. I spotted this on Mr. GM's stream. I have to give him full credit. I spotted this silly little mini game. And I was like, yeah, that's cool. The TV isn't on. Shush. Aha! There we go. See, now I actually feel as if I'm giving Mr. GM credit. Did this dude ever do Orishon Vaults? Must have done to be level 29. Hang on, Mr. Norton's got bow and arrow? How'd you get bow and arrow? Well, that's an unfair advantage. Hunter privilege. $125 experience gain? Wow, I really didn't, really don't know what I was doing on this character. Still fighting on the screen. Well, we're practically just killing time. I'm not going to leave this on all the time. It's a kind of an intro screen and an AFK screen thing for the most part, but since I'm literally doing nothing other than just messing about right now. TikTok, Blizzard, TikTok. Exactly. Really hope concentration will be account wide instead of character wide. Otherwise, remix alt leveling will put you already in squeezed margins from the beginning. This was my first thought, honestly. That was my... What the hell has happened to all of everybody's icons? That was my first thought. That surely if concentration is going to be a limited thing, it needs to be an account-wide thing. Otherwise, it's just so readily open to abuse by having lots of characters. Be such a Blizzard move if they only opened a single server for beta. I genuinely think that's probably not a terrible idea. I mean, Alpha had a great problem. There was never anybody playing the damn thing, which meant doing testing group content in Alpha was almost impossible. It was like 2-hour dungeon queues on Alpha, and nobody got time for that, quite literally. I thought it wasn't even character specific, but profession specific. I mean, that would be good enough. That would be good enough. That would mean that you would have one concentration bar for alchemy, one concentration bar for leatherworking. That would be good enough. You can have 4 alchemists, but they're all going to share the same concentration bar. It doesn't, the only problem is like from an RPG perspective, it doesn't make much sense. Because your brains are not connected. It means the name concentration, it would probably need to be renamed if it was to go account wide though, that's the thing. Because concentration is like you as a character thinking, you know? Concentration essentially the new metal. Not strictly, there is a new version of metal. It's in essence a replace for inspiration. Inspiration is out, concentration is in. Slightly different system though. Big influx in the first day or two, then empty realms. Yeah, Alpha had never enough people on it really to properly test anything. Unless you were just milling around doing world quests or something on it. You know, you'd think if they're testing an MMO, you need massively. You know, it's literally the first M. You need a massive amount of people. Otherwise, not really testing the game particularly. And this is one thing the community's really good at. Genuinely. Community's really good at just finding shit and breaking stuff, but it takes a lot of people to do it. Oh, hang on. Gumdrops is here to ruin the party. Hang on. Bessa, quick, get back in. Here's your chance. Kill him. And beat his ass. Is it good that you can see realms? Pretty solid start. What? Why is it? Okay, it's maybe because I've now connected into... Okay, maybe it doesn't like the fact that I'm connecting into 2 things at once. Spouse abuse, did you see that? Or nothing. No. Still no juice. I'm going to play it like this. I'm going to keep eating these cookies till beta launches. If I run out of cookies, I'm going to end the stream. It's already 20 past 10. It's not like even if we get in, I'm going to have time to do it. They are, in fact I'll show you the packet, they are soft caramel and milk chocolate cookies. These are a personal favourite of mine. They're cheap as well. Where are we at? Go on camera, do some focusing. Boom. Boom. Cookies. Top tier cookies. Only 8 in a packet. Terribly small number for a packet of cookies. Is it coop or co-op? Is it coop or co-op? Question. Have I been sat here the entire time without being queued for a dungeon? Whoops. Thought the dungeon queue was taking a while. Whoops. Co-op, how you pronounce it in Denmark at least. I would always call it co-op. Of course it's co-op. I know. I know. What's some S-tier chocolate in Finland? I don't think there is such thing as S-tier chocolate in Finland. The closest thing to S-tier chocolate in Finland is actually Swedish. The Marabou chocolate. Fazer is the main chocolate brand. I don't like it though. It's not that I don't like it. I was brought up on Cadbury's chocolate, which is very sweet. Fazer is a lot more neutral in its sweetness. Still chocolatey, mind, but it's a lot more neutral. Not as much sugar pumped into it. Yeah, I'll still buy a Galaxy Caramel bar in the store when I come across one. Cadbury's is a lot less sweet now and more bitter now that the Americans have taken over it. Have they really? Is it really? See, this is the thing, right? I don't even eat Cadbury's chocolate all that much at all. Because obviously I don't have access to it anymore. Oh, Galaxy Ripple. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Love me a Ripple. Anyone else's login screen showing June 3rd? June 3rd, 2024. Oh, that's probably when they made the build. They've launched it now. That probably won't update until it goes live then.
Another down. Do not keep firing.
Holy boomer.
Let
Searing Light Holy Nova. Level 20 by chance. Yep. Americans made anything to have less sugar in it. Must be a lie. Ah, yeah, but you forget sugar's expensive. So they use sweeteners instead. Fake sugar. What's that? High fructose corn syrup stuff. It's sugar but not sugar that will actually just give you cancer.
No, stop! Obey your master!
Our sacred brother.
I'm not doing any fancy pants business on this toon. This toon was halfway through leveled when I began him, so just gonna keep leveling him. Asses. Pecan pies last night. Now a big fan. Or pecan. Pecan. See, being English, I'd say pecan. It's probably pecan, isn't it, or something? What was the one that threw me through the loop the other day? Oh yeah. Okay. So the nameplates add-on, right? The nameplates add-on. I have always called this, and I absolutely 100% didn't realize I was getting this wrong. I've always called this platter. It was pointed out to me the other day. It's plater. As in, name plater. I was like, of course. There's only one T. Of course. I genuinely never noticed. I've called it platter literally forever. Literally forever. Exactly. Platter's got 2 T's. This add-on's called plater. Name plater. Ah. It was just one of those dumb eureka moments. It was pointed out to me in a YouTube comment of all things.
Everything must burn. None shall know the Scarlet Crusades. You too.
Because of course my little add-on video, I went through them and I probably called it platter and people were like, you wanna? You just called it platter on purpose to bait comments. I've done that before in videos. Deliberately said something wrong just to see how many people in the comments notice. Wowhead have already data mined tier sets. Oh yeah, you can probably data mine the shit out of it right now. I guess I usually prefer to look at MMO for data mining stuff because they don't feel the need to clickbait the shit out of it. War Within beta data mining build 55000. Right, I'm this is the 4th cookie, boys and girls. We're halfway to me just logging the fuck off and going to bed. I also might have a heart attack in the middle of the night if I eat this whole packet of cookies. Risk I'm willing to take. Wowhead are even streaming it. Gotta get them clicks. Gotta get that cash money. Talking of cash money. There's a nice little prime. Vesamora, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Heart attack over a cookie? Don't know my diet. Achievement changes, collections, character stuff. Quick, equip an epic or better item with a minimum item level of 584 in every slot. If epic's 584 and rare is 564. Wait, hang on. Why the flipping hell is Streamlabs in chat? Yeah, you smack Streamlabs. Show him who's boss. Streamlabs isn't allowed to play. Sure, your home gym will counter the cookie, no problem. But yeah, it means I need to find the keys to get myself in there, doesn't it, really? I've been very lazy recently. I've not used the gym anywhere near as much as I should. The weather's got nice and hot. When the weather's nice and hot, I'd rather just go out for a walk with the dogs, you know? Maybe after a whole pack of cookies and a can of Coke this evening, I'll need to go to the gym tomorrow morning. If these are the item levels then, for epic and for rare, do we reckon we're going to ding level 80? Ding level 80 in what? 440, 430 gear? Sorry, 530, 540. Something like that. Yes. Nice and hot in Finland. Is that like 10 degrees? It's actually been alright the last few days. It's been like 25, 26 degrees. It's been pretty nice. And when you're boosting a character in Remix, just park it at the start. You get the tokens. Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what you do. Especially if you're doing it en masse. Especially if you're boosting more than one character at once. It does mean by not running that character through and by not looting any of the trash, you are kind of foregoing quite a bit of reds and also bronze overall on that character. But as long as you were not deemed a filthy frogger, you'll still get 40k bronze for dinging level 70 anyway. So, no big loss either way. Bunch of exploration stuff. Complete some quests. Bashan, after all players ride a single wave per cast of rolling acid in the Rhubarb Palace on normal difficulty. Interesting. Depth Stalker. Hand of Reshkigal. That's not a word. Keg Legs Radiant Crocolisk. Name changed from Plunderlord's Radiant Crocolisk. Oh, it's the Plunderstorm one. Okay. Keg Legs Radiant Crocolisk. Okay, cool. Soaring Meaderbee. The fire bee mount. Oh, it's the beam. Okay. The new bee mount. Cool. Bunch of class shit. Go through, look at these in your own time, depending on your class. Hunter. 2-piece barb shot further increases your pet's attack speed by 5%. 4-piece. Your pet attacks have a 10% chance to increase all pet damage you deal by 10% for 10 seconds. 10% chance to increase everything by 10%. Or 10 seconds though. So that realistically should just be up permanently. That's just a flat. Let's do 10% more damage buff. I mean, it's not all damage, it's all pet damage. Also known as kill command then. Kill command hits harder by about 10%. It works. The not that I do endgame raiding or care too much about this sort of stuff, but one thing I've noticed a lot is that the hunter, and I don't know other classes particularly well to know if this is generic across the board, but the hunter class sets always seem very passive. So much so that you just, you know, you probably wouldn't even notice if you had them or didn't have them. They're certainly not going to change the way you play your spec particularly much. Barb shot increasing your pet's attack speed. Well, you barb shot anyway. Hunter pew pew. I suppose. I just think class sets, you know, should be like, oh, now I've got my 2, now I've got my 4, you know. You could and should feel as if, oh, my DPS has risen by a flat 10%. Spock with the 6 months. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. I'm trying really hard not to eat all of these cookies super fast. They're so tasty. They've got like caramel in the middle. They're very decadent. For co-op cookies, they're very decadent. Bunch of class changes, class changey stuff. Where's the profession shit? Come on. All Bran Bronzebeard's abilities. Gathering tools. Bran uses his gathering tools to help players find additional gold, ore, herbs, fish, leathers, and treasures. Add this curio to Bran's collection. How much customization do we get of Bran Bronzebeard then? We spec him to be a greedy goblin. No surprises, my eyes instantly spotted the one that said gathering and gold. Okay, lots of changes for Bran Bronzebeard. Wait, hang on. Are these... Was this an ability in game before? Or remix? I I know it's a gem in Remix. I'm just wondering why it's changing on the alpha. Beta, sorry. Maybe there's also some mixed in potential changes there as well. Control F professions, there's a whole section. We'll get there. We'll get there. You can't tell. I am desperately trying to stretch the content here. I'm doing my absolute best to try and keep you interested while we twiddle our thumbs. But we can't rush stuff. Squish the earth chunks and water globules. It's a very sticky word, that, isn't it? Globule. Globule. Ugh. It's not a word I like. It's like moist. Like moist. It's one of those words that's just a bit icky. This way I might as well leave it off for tonight and enjoy it in the morning. I'm also getting very close to that. This is why I said if I finish this packet of cookies, I'm going to end stream, because it's already nearly 11 o'clock. We'd probably get nothing more than character creation done anyway. Sharpen your mining, herbalism or skinning tool, increasing finesse for X amount of time. So we've got some temporary buffs for gathering tools. Lexicon of Mysteries. Inscription. Guess we'll find out. The War Within beta not working for me. Yeah, because it's not playable yet. Not playable yet. We need 4 yeses before we can go. Have I ever looked at my data for Azeroth on stream? I have a few times, yeah. Mostly because it's not... mostly not very often because it's... it's not that impressive. For somebody that spends a bunch of time collecting, I don't actually have a lot of collectibles. My progress was getting pretty good on data for Azeroth for like profession recipes and stuff, but... server list is up at least, but servers are still offline. No realms are currently available. Still no go. Okay, let's look at some of the profession stuff then. So blacksmithing, just some name changes for what we assume Dredger's developed Defender's Gauntlets Great Belt. This sounds a lot like it's going to be Azalgar Blacksmith 30. Okay, this is your basic bitch leveling gear. They've just changed the names. Enchants. Permanently enchants a ring with a glimmer of Belladar. Oh, spelling change. Bella to Bella. Belladar. Not actually implemented stats yet. Ring enchants again. Same old. Oil of Beladar's Grace. What's this then? Requires a profaned tinderbox. That sounds like it would be a vendor map. Also, glimmering and radiant ring enchants is a ring enchants again. Old brilliance, leyline residue, crystalline powder. This is probably one of the first things I'm going to need to do. I'm going to need to get a strong understanding of what the flipping hell the materials are. Once I've got, you know, okay, so these are the herbs, these are the ores. There's no sort of like strict awakened or anything like that, to my understanding. I'm hoping the beta will come with a bit more professions that actually have like materials on them properly. There seemed to be a lot of stuff from the alpha that was just like, this is the recipe, but no materials and stuff hadn't been done on them properly. I hope we start getting a little bit more details there. What I did notice as well, actually, by the way, I was having a little poke around with this a while ago. There seems to be a shitload of different fish. There's like crazy amounts of fish. I think I was up to like 20 different fish or something. So I'm not quite sure what the crack is with fishing. We're gonna have to go and take a look at that at some point. But Stoon's gonna go nuts if the mobs don't have loot tables again. All student needs to know is, can these mobs hyperspawn, yes or no? That's all student cares about. Can I kill this mob 3,000 times an hour? The answer is yes, it's probably going to be worth farming it. If it looks like it's red, it's probably going to drop something fiery. If it's blue, it's probably dropping something wet. It's pretty straightforward. Inscription-y stuff. We've got some contracts again. Inquisitor's torches. Some codexes to torches. Yeah, see, this is my point, right? There's no... It's definitely not using Rousing Earth. Let's clarify that for a minute. Definitely not going to be Rousing Earth. Okay, so not actually many changes to professions for this beta build. That's good. It means we'll be able to get a baseline understanding pretty quick, though, to be honest. Why do they say beta June 5th when it's almost a 6th and no beta? Well, I don't know. It'll go live when it goes live. I'm mostly about ready. Pack it in for. Yeah, but it was always going to be on NA times. I was kind of hoping that like 8-9 o'clock this evening it would just go live and we could get a couple of hours in it this evening. As it turns out, that's clearly not happening, is it? So. And whilst I really want to eat the last 3 cookies in this packet, I think if I eat 8 of these cookies, I might actually die. They're good cookies, though. What's Wowhead saying about things? Beta class and spell changes. All within beta on the Battle.net launcher now. Delve preview, we had a look at that earlier. We had a look at this earlier. We had a look at this earlier. First look at the City of Threads. Oh, more threads! More threads! More threads. Go to bed, mate. Early start tomorrow. Fresh. Oh, I mean, the problem is I'm not particularly tired yet. I wouldn't be going to bed, but I'm not sure entirely. City of Frogs. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? They need to make an homage to the frogs. They need to make a shrine or something. Rest in peace, all the frogs that lost their life in the 2024 Pandarian War. Okay. I think, boys and girls, you know, I think I'll probably call it. I think we'll do exactly that. We'll chill for now. Reality is even if it goes live this very minute, I've maybe got an hour to have a poke around. There's not much point. We'll have a little bit of a look at it tomorrow. Hopefully by the time we start the stream on a regular tomorrow, it should be good to go. But yeah, keep your eyes on, well, I mean, you can get your pre-download done. You can get it installed at the very least. We can, we'll have to break it apart tomorrow. Rested, hit it hard tomorrow. Yeah, that's the... Right now, boys, you know the deal. The bait will start in 5 minutes. Quite literally. That's probably exactly the situation. Looking for somebody to raid? Check the new raid browser? What the hell is a raid browser? Oh, that's not a new raid browser. That's exactly the same raid browser we've always had. Lie. Same lies. Let's see who else is on.
Upload data.
Kraken Latte's on. Kraken Latte's live. Maybe we send you over and drink some tea. Do that, shall we? Let's share the love over that way. Boys and girls, thank you for joining us this evening. Apologies, obviously, that it didn't really amass to a huge amount, but we kind of knew that was going to be the case anyway. Remix-wise, we will probably spend a couple of days predominantly focused on the beta, but Remix is not finished. Remix is not over. We'll still be playing Remix in, you know, we'll dip in and out of Remix a little bit more than it being the main thing nowadays. Enjoy the rest of your evening. If you're staying up to play some beta, or of course if you're on Team NA and you've only just got out of bed, then have fun with it once it does go live. We'll be back at normal times tomorrow. So enjoy yourself, but don't stress. Don't stress. Don't stay up too late. Get a little raid on the go. Send you over to Kraken. He's doing some collections by the looks of things at the moment. Anyway. Grind to 100% ATT. Oh, okay. Got that collection juice on the go. And this time I might remember to press end stream. Got last time. Whoops. Right then, boys and girls. Thanks again. Have a good one. Peace.
I sadly really don't like YouTube streams for a number of reasons. Oh.